How will you define process?
As far as definition is concerned, I tried to look up for one single universal, generally applicable definition of process. I found many. I defined it as aggregate of incidents over a period of time having outcome. That's how life is. There is a time frame, then there are incidents. Depending upon our understanding of the purpose, we tend to aggregate the incidents, and there is an outcome.
How important are the procedures to streamline any process?
Firstly, what we have to do is we have to follow a natural course for a while in order to cite those patterns as to which actions or which activities, which incidents happen on a regular basis. We follow certain subconscious procedures like shifting gears, applying brakes. Then there are conscious procedures like following traffic rules. And beyond that, there are other incidents as a part of natural course. Somebody cuts your way and you have to apply brakes. That is a part of natural course. So to an extent, every process is predictable. That predictability, if regularized, that is called as a procedure. The remaining part is still there with the process, and we still need to follow it to cite patterns. So it's sort of an unending quest. Now, you asked about the importance of procedures. We are taught to bathe in the childhood. Imagine a situation we were not taught that. And each day we had to think about how much water to take, how to rub our head to clean our hair, and how to ensure the correct sequence so that we clean our entire body. Not worth it. We were taught that once, we practiced it for a while, and it became, we do it on an autopilot. There is an interesting observation that many people get to their solutions to their problems, get interesting ideas under the shower. It's a very significant observation. What it tells us is procedures are important in order to set our mind thinking, right? So the purpose of procedures is actually to free the real thoughtful and creative human being. Now it is a significant question or a valid enough question to ask in today's day and age. What have we really achieved? Have we freed the creative and thoughtful human being, or have we tied him up even more? See, this is a very interesting part of procedures. Another angle of looking at it is rituals. If we falter on certain rituals, gali padti hai. Another angle to this is life angle, I would say. सास बहू के झगड़े क्यों होते हैं? Fundamentally, these two ladies have cited different patterns of doing things, learnt or devised different procedures on their own. The purpose of procedures is to inculcate and release the thought time, right? So they go that deep. So these procedures that these two ladies, Saas and Bahu, they follow, if they are different, and they are different in most of the cases, so they get to their egos, and that's why the quarrels happen. Now, if you look at a big CEO being replaced by another, the entire team is replaced by default. Is because the procedures are different.
How to put process philosophy to the practice, and how it is beneficial for the empowerment of people?
First of all, we got to appreciate the idea that philosophy emerges from practice, and then it is put back to practice by other people. Philosophy is quite usually expressed in terms of principles. Those are more like statements. And yes, we have been able to pick up certain principles, and I'm choosing this word because we have picked up from anywhere really, even from gully cricket. Fielding kiye bagar batting nahi milegi. And it acts everywhere in life. You have to slog out, and then you get your deserved opportunity to express yourself. There is another principle which we call as method is a habit. Methods are as deeply rooted as habits are. And while we change those habits, we better be careful that we are not setting a wrong norm in place. Making these statements as quotable quotes, quotable when quoted, and principles when they are practiced is how we put it. So in order to put them to practice, we ourselves stick our neck out and say, we will stand with you while you implement it, while you practice it on ground. In order to do that, we have to be on the same page. That's the kind of figure of speech we normally tend to use. I've seen you also saying this many times. Let's touch base, be on the same page, or I should get the picture. Why we say I should get the picture is because story is to be picturized. Process is a story. It has all the elements, objective, subjective, measurable, non-measurables, the way you want to put it. You should get a picture and you should be on one page. So this concept of process demands another part or another level to be worked on. We have principles, then we have pictures, and then we have practice. But still, when we go to the practical scenario, it becomes a little more difficult. Let me share a case with you on this. There was a manager, a shop floor supervisor, and we told that the tools are not kept properly and we should arrange the tools in a particular way so that the production doesn't get halted. And the person said, if we change it, the tools will get stolen. The workers might or misuse the tools. Then we said, okay, there is a security personnel. And they said, what if the security personnel is, bribed or, it becomes a part of the malpractice? And then we said, यार आप लोगों पे विश्वास करने को तैयार नहीं हो. If you don't trust people, you are not going to go even a mile from here. So then we are not working together. We had to put our foot down to that depth. Then the person listened to it, and it actually worked. So the suggestion that we gave was done elsewhere in the world, many places, but it was new for him. So every time we apply the same principle, we have to start afresh. To an extent, that is the challenge, and to an extent, that is the most interesting part of our work.